Welcome to another weekly edition of the Best Way to Smoke News, sponsored by the Glue Guard. Stop smoking spit, y'all. And
No
this
drip
week's
left.
news is being presented to you by Surfboat Jr.
Big J.
Yep, and in review of the Hallucian. Nah, the MDA posted last week that the FDA highlighted concerns about the initial investigations into the drug as a potential new therapy for the treatment of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, hallucinogenic. Just so y'all But the FDA, you know what I'm saying, was granted MDMA a breakthrough therapy in 2017. Fast tracking its research process, said initial research results were potentially flawed due to imperfection in the research process. You know what I'm saying? This caught my eye because it's like, you know what I'm saying, we in the cannabis industry, it's like it's loosening up, it's giving us room for research and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So it came to my mind, it's like, all right, bam, if these people trying to put out, you know what I'm saying, oh, this MDMAs can treat PTSD. You know what I'm saying? And we can put out this information. Oh, we finna run with it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You run with it later on down the road. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it came to me. Cannabis, we gonna get ours straight though. You know what I'm saying? But specifically, the agency suggested that it would be too easy for the study's participants and therapists alike to determine who had been given MDMA versus placebo. You know what I'm saying? Which would create a bias. You know what I'm saying? The report said. The agency also noted significant increase in blood pressure and increased potential for cardiovascular events as potential points of concern.
That's deep.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you're doing this, imagine if somebody already had like certain symptoms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then you get to taking these MDMAs based off of medical, you know what I'm saying, references.
Yeah.
You finna start going crazy.
Man. Hey, man, that's what research is for. You got to do studies to find out exactly what it is.
You know what I'm saying? And we here in the cannabis industry is here to share, critique,
man,
and
put it
share
out
again.
Motherfucker. All right, look. 2 state police groups now back legal weed. 2 West Coast police groups have changed their position and now support federal cannabis legalization efforts, marking the first time that a statewide police officer organization, hey, that's my boy right there, though. Statewide police officers organization has called for an end to the nation's prohibition of marijuana. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? In a recent announcement characterized as a historic shift, the Peace Officers Research Association of California and the Oregon Coalition of Police and Sheriff expressed support for the federal legalization, creating a legal pathway for marijuana to be legalized from coast to coast. That's dope, man. The 2 groups represent thousands of law enforcement officers working for police and sheriff departments across California and Oregon in an announcement from the Coalition for Cannabis Policy, Education, and Regulation, a cannabis policy group funded in part by interest in the alcohol and tobacco industries. The 2 police groups expressed their support for the strengthening the 10th Amendment through Entrusting States Act. If passed, the legislation would amend the Federal Controlled Substance Act to exclude cannabis activities undertaken in compliance with the state and tribal regulation. And the 10th Amendment, the power to delegate to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, or received to the states representatively or to the people, man. Give it to the people, motherfuckers. No, I'm just playing. But hey, look, I think that's a good move though, and it just shows, even though I'm hella pro, I'm just descheduling. It shows some of the progress that's gonna happen with the rescheduling and stuff, though, man. You know what I mean? In
It's
some
all
kind of
talk
way
to me
though.
right now still.
Yeah. Me too, kind of though, because of the other things though. But I definitely feel it for the businesses though, being able to get that 15%. To be able to claim taxes and write shit off and stuff like that, man, because it's gonna prosper the industry.
True enough.
Yep. Moving on.
Louisiana state representatives last week rejected an outright ban on the state's burgeoning
Those
hemp
looking
products
good too,
industry.
though.
Instead, you know what I'm saying, state senators passed a House-approved proposal to increase restrictions on products containing hemp-derived THC.
Mm.
That's crazy. The hemp products industry in Louisiana has avoided an industry-wide crisis after the state's lawmakers rejected a proposal that would have shut down about 2,000 hemp companies in the state. The Louisiana Illuminator reports.
Mm.
That's a cold reporting agency. But damn, but just how you said though, them gummies sure
They
enough
do
do
look
look
good,
good though, man. And then if y'all gotta take that from them. Whew.
man.
But but look, check this one out. Uh, while the Senate proposal to effectively end the hemp industry died in the House, senators on Friday passed with adjustments House Bill 952, which seeks to restrict the types of products that are allowed to contain hemp-derived THC and the amount per serving of THC. The bill passed a 37-1. But the House still needs to approve senators' changes by Monday evening, which would be the end of the legislative season. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy. It seemed like 37-1. I could be wrong by me reading this shit. You know what I'm saying? But 37-1 to get rid of it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Meaning like no more like gummy snacks for adults.
Man, it's a lot of different things that's gonna change, man.
Man.
Moving on. Warning issued over unsafe weed soda. The California Department of Public Health issued a warning on Thursday over unsafe weed soda. The CDPH warned consumers not to drink Mary Jones hemp infused sodas for risk of unintended cannabis intoxication. Now, check this out: illness or injury, according to a press release from the department. The sodas were found to be mislabeled because prohibited THC isolated ingredients were identified in the product. So, yeah, you heard me. I said, peep this out, though. You know what I mean? That's what it's built for, though. But just listen. Hemp is different from marijuana. Hemp, low amounts of THC and high amounts of cannabinoid CBD. Well, while marijuana has high amounts of THC and low amounts of cannabinoid. So the their drinks is supposedly labeled as being CBD.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when their drinks
That's
was
hemp derived,
right. So when their products was tested, it had high levels of THC in it though. All right, the CDPH said in Thursday's release that Jones Soda Company has not issued a voluntary recall of its Mary Jones soda. A recall was not found on the U.S. Food and Drug Administration's FDA website on Friday. CDPH issued a notice of violation to the California's distributor of Mary Jones beverages earlier this month. The CDPH release said the distributor is subject to additional enforcement action, including civil and criminal penalties, as are retailers that continue to sell these products. So it's like this though. It's a lane to be able to sell THC products. You know what I mean? It's a lane for that though. So I would say, man, if you in this, like, do the shit the right way. You know,
Yeah.
stop trying to be sneaky about it. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
I had one of them drinks before, and they good. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers is
You was
good.
hot in the motherfucker?
I was already high, but it helped. It helped like a
Uh,
mug. You know what I mean?
Shit, but I
So
bet you it wasn't no complaints right there though,
yeah,
right?
wasn't no complaints,
And that's what I'm saying. It's some of these old don't stop complaining. Stay out of people's business.
man.
Shit. Florida governor considering voting bill to ban Delta 8 THC. I got a question. I could be wrong though. Was ain't his name DeSantis? Like a video game or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But wasn't he like with THC or some shit like that?
No, I think he was running. He was not a finalist, but he was running for president early on too. Though he wanted.
But was he like pro cannabis?
No, I don't think he was though.
Oh,
Don't quote me on
well,
that though, but I don't think he was.
well, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, you know what I'm saying, Republican Party, yep, just like Big J say, you know what I'm saying, is reportedly considering voting the legislators' ban on products containing hemp-derived Delta-8 THC and other intoxicating cannabinoids in hopes that the hemp industry will help defeat Florida's upcoming cannabis legislation ballot initiative.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like what reason why I say like, well, I know Delta 8 is like, you know what I'm saying, the baby brother, you know what I'm saying, of THC, which Delta 9 we get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they say other intoxicating cannabinoids.
Yeah.
They talking about weed, cannabis, medicine. You know what I'm saying? But the bill passed in March seeks to prohibit most hemp-derived THC products and would impose strict new regulations on the state's hemp industry, effectively killing a billion-dollar industry that brings about 100,000 jobs in the state. The governor hopes that by throwing a lifeline to the intoxicating hemp industry and hemp product industry at that, um, hemp companies would in turn help finance the effort to block the upcoming. That's not me. But you know what I'm saying? This is some breaking news. This is some breaking news. So look, peep this, man. The governor hopes that by throwing a lifeline to the intoxicating hemp products industry, hemp companies would in turn help finance the effort to block the upcoming cannabis legislation ballot initiative, which poses a similar external threat to hemp industry, the report said. It sound like he's trying to buy them. You know what I'm saying? Come on over here with me, vote with me. You know what I'm saying? Come on this side, it'll be cool.
Yeah. Man.
Ain't that against the law?
Cold motherfucker. You cold motherfuckers. You jive turkey. Yeah,
Stop
man.
jiving, man. But that's your weekly news with Serpo Jr.
Big J.
Hit that like button, comment, and go ahead and subscribe. Baby.
Tell a friend.